So now looking around has actually got me to find what I thought was one of the worst of TB Joshua's false doctrines, portrayed by one other evangelist who came from TB Joshua, believes in his doctrine, supposedly prayed for by TB Joshua, and then now he's doing his own thing. And I'm going to play a small little clip. Then I'll be back in a second just for us to communicate.
You snake! Move like a snake! Move like a snake! Yes! Python! Python! That is it. Presence of God. That is the power of God. You used to see snakes in your dream.
Yes, I used to see snakes. Yes.
Reality show with Daily Christian commentary videos. Now, this is a Sunday episode, just a small little one. This one got me thinking a lot. Because people don't make sense of doctrine. Like when you learn doctrine, what it does for you is that it gives you kind of like a bit of what to think about one thing or the other. Okay? It tells you we started here and we end off here. Doctrine gives you that pattern to follow. But because you don't have the we start here, we go here, it creates this kind of doctrines where people develop their own form or their own ideas. Now, because man, in ourselves, we have rebellion. This is why we need to learn doctrine. Because we have rebellion, we easily slide to the fallen nature. Okay? That's why the Bible says, walk according to the Spirit so that you do not fulfill the lusts of the flesh. The flesh you were born with. The flesh is fallen after Adam. And so after your born again experience, when you come to Christ, there is a need to teach your body to follow after the things you have taught yourself from a doctrinal position from your spirit man. So over time, you learn this doctrine and it becomes embedded. Your spirit man is more inclined to that. But your flesh is very much earthly. It takes after that. That's why yesterday we spoke a little bit about how your feelings are a big part of our human experience, and we allowed charlatans to steal verses from us, which actually give us a little bit of background on how to tackle them by pressing them down. If you go watch yesterday's live stream, I'll leave it down in the pinned comment. And so here you have a situation where a person builds up their own doctrine. How do you reason telling a snake how do you reason telling a supposed believer to act like a snake? For what purpose? What does it do? For what are you trying to get out of it? Except to show that you are powerful. And once you start having such desires to show yourself powerful, nothing good comes from that. Nothing good comes from the flesh, because the desires of the spirit have been stripped off. Now remember the three areas of sin: the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. And the pride of life is being fed here because man wants to feel important. Christ is the center. But why is it that you think we need to know your name? Why is it that we need to know who you are? You need to leave a legacy. The legacy I'm trying to leave is the one that Christ had given all of us. There is only one legacy. I'm not trying to leave any. This channel, you might as well delete it when I'm dead. You might as well delete it. Yes, you can leave it for the newer generation to learn from and whatnot and stuff like that. But why is it important that this happens? Okay, he's supposedly casting out the spirit out, or this demon out. Deliver me, the whole nine chairs. And in the process of doing that, he wants the spirit, the supposed snake spirit in this lady, to manifest and act out through the lady. What's the point of that? It's a filthy spirit. Why are you entertaining it to a point where it must come out? It must manifest itself in that way. That person could fall back, hurt themselves. What? It doesn't matter. No, manifest. Do something. And you know, these Zoom deliverances are even worse than the ones that happen in the physical, because they don't care whether you fall on your pot or you fall on what. God forbid you have a heater at the back. Do you think they would care what happens to you if you fall on your heater? Explain to me, why was it necessary that he tells the snake, that he tells a believer to act like a snake? What was the point of that? To show himself important. This is what you people have learned from all these supposed deliverances. Is to make yourself important. Now, if you do those things, be careful. Okay? We won't tell you what to believe. But be careful that you don't try to become the star of the show, to a point where people must act, supposed believers must act like a snake. For what purpose? I'll wait to hear the answer down in the comments below. Yeah, give me. Maybe I'm not understanding something. What is the purpose of telling a believer, quotation marks, to act like a snake? I'll leave it.